Hi, this is Chahaun. I'm the president of North America and Europe for Adslot. I'm here today joined by Chris Hart from the New York Times, and we're at the Digiday Publishing Summit in West Palm Beach, Florida. Chris, I wanted to ask you about programmatic buying in RTB.
Yeah.
I want to understand from a premium publisher perspective for your guaranteed business, what does it mean?
That's a question that I've been asking myself quite a bit lately. And the way I see it is, we thought that the whole industry was going to change by this RTB technology being here.
Yeah.
And it has. Agencies and advertisers have embraced it fully.
Sure.
But the problem is we haven't seen any change on the publishing side.
Right.
And the nature of the system is that publishers are not seeing the CPM lift that we expected to see out of it,
Right.
which means we have to be very careful about how we approach this new technology, because there is a cannibalization effect that is possibly towards our direct sales efforts.
Sure. So there's a place for it, but when you talk about cannibalization, how can you as a publisher and we as a community kind of protect against that from happening?
Yeah, so I think we need to change the acronym RTB, real-time bidding. I think a more appropriate would be real-time branding.
Real-time branding.
Yeah.
So what does that mean exactly? Give an example.
Sure, I'll give you an example of, take a premium publisher who has 20 IOs come through for, say, Microsoft.
Okay.
Each IO is a different product that Microsoft owns and wants to market to our audience.
Sure, right.
So why don't we keep those 20 IOs, but those 20 IOs are premium, custom, high-impact executions.
Right.
And then we have a year-long contract that covers all of the rotational IAB standard units and run that through programmatic buying.
Right.
Now the difference is that it's not about cherry picking an audience.
Right.
Because I think that's missing a lot of the opportunity for the brand to actually get their name out to people who you may not already know about or have cookied, in that those tags should be filled at 100%.
Sure.
Now what does that do for the agency and the advertiser? It allows them to get smarter about how they're messaging to the user.
Right.
Why don't we get smarter about what creative we're showing, what product, and at what frequency, and in what sequence?
Sure.
And then we can all keep the dollars coming in at high CPMs, which is going to be beneficial for everyone.
Sure.
And the key here is that we keep the direct sales force involved in those negotiations, because we don't want to get ourselves in a situation where we have a separate sales force dealing with this programmatic buying and it causes internal conflicts with our direct sales force. Much like we're seeing on the holding desk, the holding company side with the trading desk and the agencies competing for those dollars.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. So real-time branding, essentially upfront IOs for the year, one set of tags, and just opening them and closing them for different product launches and special campaigns. So
yeah, we have to be realistic about how we're all going to grow this industry, and what it comes down to is honesty and integrity.
Right.
And the better we can service the clients on those high-impact premium executions and give ad ops the opportunity to not have to worry about all those rotational line items, we could potentially cut out, out of 200 line items for the year, we cut that down to 35 and make sure that those are right every time and that they're the best that they can be, so that the advertiser can get the best opportunity out of that media.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Chris, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Raj.
Soon.
Sure.
Yeah.